telling you with my whole chest. I want peppers coming out of my nose.
Hello, everyone.
Prince of the Bear here. We're back in Disney Springs. This time for us to return to one of our favorite places in Disney Springs.
Jaleo.
Yes, it's the time of magical dining. So let's go see what magical things they have to offer to us.
Be sure to have a magical time magically dining and giving to nonprofits, local.
I heard the girl.
Go to Jaleo, but slow down and don't run, and stop at your table. Our server went over the menu and I really appreciated it. She went over magical dining, which is happening now through October 1st. And I love that she said, magical dining is for everyone. That means that you, vegans, gluten-frees, vegetarians, all of them, can order the magical dining. It's so amazing. This is one of two of the wines that are recommended on the magical dining menu. This is a Jaleo wine, and it just makes me want to cheers to Raphael. He was the first server that we had when we came here. That was like 5 Jaleo reviews ago, and they gave us a full 13-course vegan chef tasting menu. I felt like I was at Victoria and Albert's, and it was all thanks to Raphael, who is now a sommelier for José Andrés. We love Raphael and we appreciate him, so cheers to him and probably his involvement in this wine. Beautiful. It's like mild, it's not like too rich in the flavor, so if it's like, it's just a nice smooth red that you can pair easily with multiple options that you will have for magical dining. I can see why it was chosen and why it's a Jaleo selection. I really enjoy it. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 Raphaels because it's a good Raphael.
I love they got the extra step and they have 2 bottles of wine to choose from for the magical dining menu. It makes it that much more magical. It's just an all-in-one menu. Like if you don't know what to get, you can easily just skip the whole menu, go right to the magical dining sheet, and you have everything you need for like a good night. That's a magical dining. Less thought, more magic, right? Ooh, and it's good. Very good. They had this wine was specifically made for José Andrés here in Jaleo. I want to be able to buy bottles of that. That gives me like, I haven't had a red wine that good that resonated with me that well. Like the fruit forward, the crispness of it, since the first time we tried a Pintage. It's a 4.5 out of 5 plus.
I think that was at GQ.
What's a GQ? Here we have an old Cuban. I said pineapple and rum, and all of a sudden I got very interested in what was in this drink. And then they had this huge sprig of mint on top. I'm thinking like mojito vibes, but not mojito, so I'm gonna dive right in. And in a wine glass, no less. I feel fancy. That's like a bear's pinky up. Ooh, that is nice and smooth. This is one of those drinks I could drink faster, but I want to savor it. That blend of the rum and pineapple and the mint, you think with just a big mint leaf would be overpowering, blends very well into both the rum and the pineapple. I'm in love. I need to come hang out at the bar here more often. It's a 4 out of 5 plus.
Pan con tomate. I was just talking about this with us at Toledo, and here we are at Jaleo trying it. So I'm glad that we get to like put the two next to each other and see what it's like. The tomato here is less salty. The bread is thinner. It's just a little more rich. I thought I liked the pan con tomate at Toledo better, but actually, I think it's better here. This is a 5 out of 5. This is the Princessities item. I ordered this extra outside of my magical dining because I wanted pan con tomate with all of my food. It's very delicious.
For the Jaleo style pan con tomate, the biggest difference being that they import their bread from Barcelona. That is the correct level of extra. Even though they both are basically the same dish between Toledo and Jaleo. They execute two very different ways. The Toledo pan con tomate is a thicker, crispier bread, so you like a bigger bite. Think more of like an Italian like thick cut bread at Toledo, the thicker cut but crispier. Here at Jaleo, it's a thinner bread, which preference thing. I prefer here at Jaleo. I think the ratio to tomato to bread is a lot more even, and that extra like flake of the salt, that extra touch. 4.25 out of 5 plus.
Beloved gazpacho. Our regular tomato gazpacho is back. It's not beet gazpacho. Got all the beautiful things inside. I'm really excited for this. We usually get this at Pepe's next door. So you can always just slam one of these if you're gonna go walk around Disney Springs. It's a really great, refreshing, healthy option. We have a recipe of this on our channel. I highly recommend that you make it. Also, I don't want to share this with Bear. This is a 5 out of 5. This is a Princessities item. Am I purposely trying to eat it all so Bear can't have any bites? Maybe. Don't judge me. I love it. It's amazing. Gazpacho, all the things.
You know, this delicious gazpacho. We actually made this recipe at home during quarantine, so if you guys are curious, we actually have a recipe for this on our channel. It's surprisingly easy to make. It's all fresh ingredients, but simple. Very simple soup, very hearty soup. It's like citrusy, but like very like mild citrusy. It goes down well. We love the flavor of it. This place is literally got to turn into the gazpacho. That is 4.75 out of 5 plus. See, one of the best things about magical dining at a place like Jaleo is everything in here is served papas. So magical dining in any restaurant you go to is that per price, that prefixed price per person. But at Jaleo, because of the small plates, you usually get to share with like the table or whatever else. So if the princess was vegan or say I was vegan, we could get everything that we wanted and then sort of like share amongst us and basically have a buffet, like a mini specialized buffet. Now this unpasteurized sheep cheese, these little breadsticks, are something that I got the very first time we came to Jaleo, and I was absolutely in love. And I basically just roll the breadsticks up in the cheese. It's a very sharp cheese, but I can actually have sheep cheese. It's one of the few cheeses I actually can eat and not hurt myself. So this is pure bear joy for me. It's both like a mild, and at the same time like a sharper cheese, like on the more sharper end of mild, with a nice like lingering flavor that sort of stays with you in like a good way. It's definitely like an elevated adult Lunchable, Spanish style. 4.5 out of 5 cost.
So this is my ensalada. I'm so glad that they delivered it this way so that I can just take small pieces and share it with Bear, because there's like onion or olives and stuff in this that I'm not into. And I haven't had this salad in a minute. I feel like it back when we did our vegan tasting menu. I think I already said this, but this is like our 6th review at Jaleo, 5th or 6th, something like that. Cheers. What makes me love this salad is the sherry vinaigrette. It's so unique and tasty and wonderful, and it just like brightens all of the ingredients. It doesn't sog them down or bring them down in any way, shape, or form. And it doesn't need like salt or pepper or anything like that. Like the sherry just really sings for the whole salad. I'm here for it. It's like a 4.5 out of 5 salad. It tosses my salad. I don't gotta do any tossing. It does it all for me. I'm just on like an autopilot at this point.
Go ahead and dig into this salad. This is a very shareable salad. A lot of big pieces in here, things that the princess wouldn't eat. which makes it perfect for us to share. I'm gonna take all of the olives, and Jaleo is big on the olives. You can get like whole olives on the spoon here. I'm gonna avoid the onions though because I want to live, or at least not spend the entire night locked in a small room. Either way, look at this, massive. I'm gonna dig in and salad, double stab some olives, give me some greens, pile it up. We love the rabbit food here. Even as a meat eater, I love my salad. There's one thing you'll never be able to accuse this restaurant of, is a lack of attention to detail in ingredients. Everything in here sparks. Amazing, flavorful. Explosion of flavors in your mouth. The same thing you expect when you get tapas. That salad is a solid 4 out of 5 claws. It's a good salad. Shareable, tasty.
Would you toss your salad?
We don't do that here. And absolutely risking it for the biscuit tonight. Stuffing as many of the alt cheeses, not alt vegan, but alt as in not cow cheeses, in my gullet as I can possibly do. So this time we have goat cheese stuffed peppers, papito peppers, in a sherry sauce. A nice portion, but this, from the correctly, is a very rich dish. You can see the cheese poking out the side. Look at that. Look at that. As they say, from every angle, it's a pretty boy. Pretty boy. Is that like gaminess you get with goat cheese? Mellowed out by like the pepper. They pair well, but you still get a burst of like hot warm cheese. Think cheese stick, but pepper. Is that like warm, soft level of cheese? A nice flavor. I love the flavors like here. They think about not just the initial flavor, but that aftertaste. That flavor that lingers in your mouth. The flavor is perfect at that. I'm not rating everything here too high. We're having too good of time. But I can't lie, it's good. 4 out of 5 plus.
Bear got a margarita with peppers in it and verified that it's vegan, and unfortunately I have to drink it because he verified that it's vegan. I didn't want this. Actually, I take back everything I was about to say. This is a bear drink. This competes with Backwater Bar, jalapeno marg. Like, I really feel like Bear is gonna feel this heat like Hades feels the heat. That's a 3 out of 5 margaritas. For me, that is not the margarita I am looking for, but it certainly is the margarita that Bear is looking for. I promise you he's gonna love this drink.
When I tell you that I like peppers and spice in my drink, understand that this is an acceptable amount of peppers. I don't care if they're bathing in this like it's a spa, like it's a tequila mezcal jacuzzi. That's what I want out of my beverage. I feel like I could breathe fire. It is spicy, but like when I eat spicy food, this is the sort of spice that exists without overpowering the flavors in the drink. So I can still taste the tequila, the infused tequila, you can taste the mezcal in it. There's also a pepper brine in there as well, along with the peppers on top, which is what makes it so spicy. I'm crowning this, unofficially, best margarita in Disney Springs. Best margarita in Disney Springs. With my whole chest. 5 out of 5 claws. It's a very necessity. You like a little spicy margarita, a little spicy in your step. Should probably start here. There's a bar. Go do it.
the beautiful vegetable arroz. Now, we have actually made this before on our channel. We bought a paella pan specifically so that we can make this on our channel. Bear surprised me with that. Look for that link in the description box and or somewhere around here. So now we have it at Jaleo. I'm gonna double spoon and just mix it all up because that's what you've got to do with the paella plate. This is a very large portion for the arroz, and I feel like I got a lot of green beans for what they give you. Usually you portion this off and put it in your own plate, but I'm being a bear, I'm not a princess today. Let's see how this compares to our last time here and or Colombia restaurant, which we've also reviewed on this channel. I feel like it needs more of the arroz. And I feel like the arroz needs to be cooked a little longer, so I would say maybe the paella needs maybe another like 2 to 3 minutes. The vegetables are cooked very well. Just the rice is a little under. It's flavored amazingly. A little heavy on the oil, which I'm not mad at, but you know that's what they do here. The actual José Andrés recipe that we use does not call for this grease puddle. Also a lot of green beans, which I don't think Bear's gonna enjoy, but it does bring some flavor. Overall, I mean, you actually do have to pay extra to get this for the Magical Dining. So like for Magical Dining, as a vegetarian, you can just do the straight 40. But if you're a vegan, you gotta pay extra for this paella in order to like get a full vegan thing. And like, it's smaller than the full portion that we ordered the last time we got here, but enough to like share with Bear. So I think it's decent. I'm not mad at it. I still think it's a good value for the $40 that you spend for Magical Dining. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 paellas. It's not like the best one that I've ever had, but it's also not the worst. And I think it's worth it for the value of the $40 for the Magical Dining menu. Well, I guess in this case it's like $50, but whatever.
All of the fixings, the corn, the zucchini, the green beans. Yeah, I'm gonna get a green bean. I'm not gonna chicken out. I'm gonna do all the things. All the things. Because what kind of beer would I be if I didn't try it all?
Commit to your mistakes.
I'd be unbearable. I think the concept of vegetable paella is what impresses me the most. So you have like a chicken and a beef, or even like a seafood paella. They're like soaking the rice and the veggies and like all of those flavors and just soaking it up. Or in this case, it's the veggies soaking up into the rice and cooking down those flavors, making what's basically like a drier version of a risotto, but it's like very delicate on time. This is cooked very well. Like I'm loving like the traditional paella. I'm actually loving the flavors. I think I like it better than I liked it last time. The veggies actually do well for me. The green beans, I don't even mind. Honestly, I could easily steal this whole thing with the first and not feel bad about it. 3.75 out of 5 stars. Here we have the sauteed shrimp. Sauteed in what looks like butter with a pepper. So I'm going to take an extra magic pill because that looks like the kind of butter that could hurt a bear. And not in the good way. So, comes a little bread. Like nice. With some rolls. I'm going to split this bad boy open and load it up like a shrimp taco. Because I'm that kind of bear. And then we'll try one shrimp by itself as well. Look at that. All glistening with the herbs. I'm just going to use the bread as a little shrimping spoon. A little sea roach spoon. In fact, very buttery. It's basically sitting in butter. If you like your seafood slathered in butter, this is going to be for you. Let's try one without the bread. Rub it on a little bit of the pepper. The perfectly cooked shrimp is weird how like even with seafood like cooked in butter brings out that flavor. The butter is there, but the seafood is still the scar. I haven't had seafood in this much butter in a long time. It's quite enjoyable. It's a smaller portion size than some of the other entrees, but I like it and it's cooked well. I'll leave it 3.5 out of 5 points.
So this is one of like 4, I think, or 5 vegan sorbet options. I just went with my favorite fruit, which is strawberry. And if you didn't know, hi, welcome to Princess and the Bear. Princess is a strawberry monster, like Cookie Monsters with cookies, but strawberries. So welcome to the Strawberry Love Fest. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Fresh strawberries with strawberry sorbet is like all the rage. I feel like if we just had some blueberries or some poison berries. Where my not very fine friends at? Comment if you are a boysenberry fan. I know you're not. Bear's already rolling his eyes at me because it's a California thing. But this is some good sorbet. Is it $40 magical dining worth? Probably not, but it's good. I'm gonna give it 2.5 out of 5 sorbets. It does the job.
I like how they emphasize the enjoyment with these desserts with these ridiculously long dessert spoons. I would have slapped one of my cousins with these spoons when we were a child. Either way, it's like a Harry Potter one.
What do the 5 fingers say to the face?
Slap. Kadabra. Either way.
No! Wingardium Leviosa. Expectrum Patronus.
Strawberry and the strawberry sorbet on a spoon. When is sorbet not a good dessert? Strawberry sorbet is usually rather mild in its strawberryness. The addition of actual strawberries is what elevates it to actual dessert for me. 3.75 out of 5 points. I am definitely risking it for the biscuit right now. That is more jiggle than you'll see in a Sir Mix-a-Lot video.
Hey!
Better than back that ass up. More than thong song. But also enough dairy to put a bear in a coma for the night. But for you guys, if only for you, because there's no way in the world I would ever order something like this on my own. I'm a lactose stuntman, basically. But even I wouldn't do this to myself if not for this YouTube channel. Get all of it. The custard, the cream, the sauce. To give you truly what Bear thinks as a non-dessert bear. Ooh. Mikey, I think he likes it. That's actually quite good. Like, decadently. The texture is nice and smooth. The sauce is a long way to make it like sweet but not overly sweet. This almost feels like it's a dessert, so inherently it's guilty, but the flavor is so subtle but still so strong that I'm gonna go ahead and say it's guilt-free. I don't feel guilty at all. I'm not gonna eat anymore because it's so good. I want to eat more, but I know what they have to do to me. 3.5 out of 5 plus. Jaleo, magical dining or not, is in fact magical dining.
And we both got to enjoy magical dining. That is what this channel is about. Mixed diets, being able to enjoy a meal together and not just let me give you a salad and a burger, but like a legitimate meal together.
This is only our first foray into magical dining this year. We do some magical dining every year. If you guys are interested in seeing more of some of the magical dining restaurants that are in and around Disney property, or even some without, by all means, we want to hear from you guys, because if you ask, we will do it.
There is a community post. If you go to our community tab, we already asked this question. We also included a link for all of the magical dining restaurants. So please go to the community tab.
Check them out.
Answer that question and put your vote in for the next magical dining restaurant that we should go to. Because if you don't comment, how are we going to know that what you want us to go to?
Definitely. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, of course, the comments are always a good place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe. And if you don't comment, what the hell is Bear gonna do with his life? You know, I'm the one that answers most of the comments, but he's the one that sits around waiting for the comments. So
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit around and wait for you guys to give me shirt recommendations. I need shirt recommendations. You guys like the shirts, you want to see more of them, give me more recommendations. Otherwise, you're gonna yeet me into this lake.
Again, comment so that Bear actually has something to respond to.
You heard the girl.
Right there.